welcome back to the vlog. Today's Tuesday. I was very lazy yesterday. Well, I had to do shit, but like I didn't really get, I don't know if I had to do stuff, but I got nothing done. Do you know what I mean? So now I'm left with so much to do today. And that's wrecking my head because I also have to be out of the house for about 2.5 hours because Miss L is getting a groom today. Fresh fade vibes. She's getting her hair done, so I have to drop her to the groomers, and I also have to go. I did something so stupid yesterday, guys. I did something so stupid, and now poor old me has to go deal with the ramifications of such. I scratched the car. I scratched the car so bad. I'll tell you all about it in a while, possibly when I'm in the car. Oh my god. Or when I've dropped out of the groomers, because like literally, you know when you just do something so stupid and you're like, what? Anyway, I'm gonna make some lunch now. So I'm gonna show you my fave, kind of like a brunch vibe. Do you know what I mean? I haven't eaten eggs in so long and I'm going back into eggs. So I'm gonna make some like avocado toast. Very basic, okay? This is not a new recipe. I'm not claiming to be a chef. I'm just showing you how I make my avocado on toast with egg. I had it yesterday and it was fucking divine, so let's go. Side note, can I just say, if you have a house and you are thinking of getting one of these ceramic hobs, don't. They're fucking shit. I hate them. Okay, who's ready for the story time on how I scratched the shit out of my car? Like, guys, like, it's not even so stupid. So yesterday I was like talking to Jack and I wanted to get, he has one of our key cards because he minded L and house sat for us while we were in Mexico, and I wanted to give him his present. So I was like, okay, like I texted him, I was like, are you around this evening? And he's like, yeah, totally. And I went. I didn't have to go, like could have gone any day of the fucking week, but of course I decided to go yesterday. Oh, I got in the car, whatever. In our apartment building, there's like L. Anyway, in our apartment complex, well, building, it's not really complex. We have underground parking. Anyone who drives knows the hell of underground parking, and it's so tight, like it's tiny. And there's this turn in the car park, because it's one way, that you have to take, and there's a big pillar beside it, and I'm always so fucking careful. Like when I got the car, my dad was like, that's where Elle's going apeshit for a ball. Okay, she's just gonna sit there. My dad was like, that is where you are gonna scratch your car, so be so careful. And I'm always so careful. And now I'm not gonna lie, there has been times where I've taken that corner and I've been like, damn, I was close. Well, yesterday I well and truly smashed the fucking car into, like, I mean, I turned the corner and I just heard like, and I was like, you're fucking joking, you're joking. I looked in the mirror and I was like, now luckily I didn't, like, it wasn't something that I had to like drive out of and scrape the whole side. Now I did some damage. I did some damage. So I just like drive to Jack's and be like, everything's fine. Everything is just completely fine. Like, like my neighbor saw me. I got out of the car and was looking, and she was like, what did you do? And I was like, I scratched the car against the pillar. And she just laughed and she was like, I'd just say to Evan that wasn't me. And I was like, oh, if only I could pull that one. Anyway, drove to Jack, drove back, looked at the car, and I was like, oh my god. Like, you know, when you do something, like when I do something stupid in my, like, I'm clumsy. I lose shit. I'm always breaking shit. Not always, but like it does happen to me. And if it's my own shit, like it's bad, but like I can be like, okay, well, the only person that's gonna be annoyed or the only person that it affects is me. So like, you know, we can get over it, and like I'll just like suppress the memory that I did it, pay for whatever the fucking cost is, and be like, but now I was like, oh my god, I have to go up and tell Evan because we shared the car. And like, I mean, he was just like, what the fuck? Like, he scratched the car, so he had no right to say anything to me, nor did he. But anyway, I only saw part of it. I think I wanted to only see part of it, and then he went down and he was like, Jenny, like He was like, how the fuck did you do that? So now I have to do something which, like, I'd rather scratch the car a million times over than this. I have to go to like a garage, like a body shop place now and be like, hi, I scratched my car, like stupid woman driver. Because you know that's how they see you. I'm gonna have to go there and bring the car there and be like, how much is this gonna cost me? So here's Elle's before. She's with her favorite pink ball. She is scruffy-duffy. Aren't you? So cute. Anyway, she is gonna go get her hair cut. You're going to the groomers. She doesn't understand that. Little does she know what is about to happen here. Here it is. This is the fucking stupid pillar. Like, you have to drive out this way and turn right there, and I smashed it. Oh my god. I'll show you the damage now. So, oh my god, no. Oh, so it's a dent in it. Oh fuck, is there? Oh, I don't know. Maybe there's not a dent. I don't think there's a dent, but it's scratched to fuck. Well, your mother, Michael Schumacher. Oh my god. I just left Ellen, the groomer, is like traumatic. Like, I think it's just when it's me or something. She just gets so anxious when I leave her. Oh, it's not good. Oh, Zurich FM. She was really anxious that time. I think she thought she was going on a walk though, and then I drove here and she knew immediately. Like, she knew the second I pulled up. She was like, anyway, now I have to go. I do something else traumatic. I have to go to this mechanic guy. And the worst thing was, Evan texted me being like, tell me where he is. And he's like, yeah, you just turn like right at the yacht, the pub in Clontarf, and it's down this really narrow lane. I was like, speaking to someone who just scratched the fucking car, the thoughts of turning into a really narrow lane now, not the best. But yes, however, off we go. I'm gonna pop into my mum as well, cause she's obviously in Clontarf, so 2 birds 1 stone and all that. So many masks in the car, like, so annoying. Anyway, I will see you all later. Okay, so successful trip to the garage. The guy was so nice. You know the way you always hear that like mechanics or whatever like overcharge women or like all that kind of stuff? So I was kind of dreading it. I thought he was just going to be, I don't know what I thought, but he's the nicest guy. He was so lovely. If anyone is in the Dublin 3 or North Dublin City area, hit me up. I'll give you his deets. You can go get your car fixed if you're a dumb bitch like me. But it actually only ended up costing, now it's a lot of money still, but it's €350. I thought I was going to be paying like 800-900 quid. So to hear 350 coming from his little mouth, I was like, I could have kissed his oily hands, I swear to God. He had to help me. He's like up this lane and he had to help me basically drive up the lane because it was so tight. And then another guy met me on the way up turning in a van, and he had to help me turn because I'm just so paro now. But also it was really tight, but you know, thank you universe. But I am just about to go in now, turning into Bonjour, the groomers that we go to collect Elle. I'd say she was wrecking heads, guys. I'd say she was wrecking heads. She was screaming when I dropped her off. So I'm just gonna park here and we're gonna go get her. Where are you, Elle? Oh, look. Oh yeah, Elle's got groomed. She's oh, you look so good, Elle. Look at you. Okay, so that's Elle ready to go. I have to go home and record a fucking podcast. Hello, good afternoon. I am going to make something now that's gone really viral on TikTok because I have leftover salmon, and if you heard that and you know the video I'm talking about, you know what I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna try that salmon rice bowl. The girl, hang on, what's her name? Emily Mariko. I'm actually watching one of her vlogs. She made this go viral, I think. I only found out who she was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then I only found out she was on YouTube this week, and I'm like, oh my god, her YouTube is so my vibe. Like, she does like very different to me personality wise. Like, she's super sweet, but she does like loads of cooking and really similar recipes to kind of the recipes that I do. So I'm feeling inspired. But I'm gonna try her salmon rice bowl, sushi bowl recipe thing. Very easy to make, but I just want to taste it, even though I kind of know what it's gonna taste like. I'm curious, okay? Okay, what we're gonna need: leftover salmon from yesterday. Remember, I bought this ready cooked rice, Korean sushi rice in the Asian market. Obviously you can cook your own rice, but like the whole point of this dish I feel is like leftovers. So I'm gonna use this. Then she puts sriracha and mayonnaise. Now I have sriracha, but I also have sriracha mayo that I made. She has Japanese mayonnaise, which is a little bit more like umami, sweet and savory, but I just don't have that, so I'm gonna use regular. And then she uses nori, which I have some up here. So I just have normal big nori. I'm gonna cut it up and I'm gonna put some kimchi on it as well. So let's try this shit out. Okay, so I've got quite a lot of salmon. I'm gonna use salmon without the skin. Okay, next we're going in. I'm like a makeup artist reviewer, but ooh, the food. Now we're going in with the rice. Now she puts an ice cube on hers, but I know what that's for. It's just to keep it moist. So I'm gonna just drizzle a little water on this. Okay, we're sizzling. Now she just mashes it all up together. Or she actually adds the sauce. So I'm gonna half mash it and then I'm gonna add the sauce. Oh, I forgot, you're also supposed to have soy sauce. So, okay, soy sauce. I'm not gonna put too much on. She puts like a huge amount on. Now I have sriracha mayo that I made the other day. I'll add a little bit more sriracha, because why not? I love sriracha. Now I'm going to mix this up, the rest of this up. I knew it looked a little different in hers. So Miss Mariko then cuts up an avocado. Mine's a little brown. It's just my leftover one from yesterday, after my avocado toast. There we go. Now I'm going to put some kimchi. You know, I love this shit. I'm going to cut my nori with some kitchen scissors, because why not? Okay, here's my sushi bowl, or it's not sushi, I guess, rice bowl. I've got all my nori here. Now what she does, she gets her chopsticks. I'm gonna see if my chopstick skills, they're okay, like I'm intermediate. She gets a bit of, well, she takes a bit of avocado first. I mean, just my camera. Okay. She takes a little bit of avocado. Let's take some kimchi. And then she puts some nori on top and does this. Oh. Okay. Right, we've flipped it. See? That's really good. Very comforting. Yeah, that's fucking 10 out of 10 to be honest. Like, for an easy leftover, like healthy meal, yeah, I'll be having that a lot for sure. It's worth the hype. Don't have, like, you know, it's not gourmet, but like, it's definitely for something that took me like what, 5 minutes to make. Oh yeah, that kimchi is so fucking good. Do you know what would be so good on this? Do you remember those pickled cucumbers? It's too much avocado. Do you remember those pickled cucumbers I made the other week? They would be fucking bomb. How cute. It's like a little hand roll. Hey guys, I'm gonna have a Diet Coke. I'm feeling so like creatively drained today. I was gonna say this week, but I don't think this week, because I think my podcast this week was really good. I really liked it. But for the vlog, I've been feeling really creatively drained, and just because I'm like, oh, I'm not really doing much this week. And then like I was editing. I kind of edit these as I go when I can, and I was editing it, and I was like, oh my god, like I haven't even like really shown outside of my house. And then like today I was like bringing Elle out, and I was like, oh my god, like I can't show again, like me bringing the fucking dog for a walk. And then, oh, Elle's coming over. And then like I'm just saying this just because like I think it's like an interesting, like if you look at how like your mind can spiral. This is how my mind spirals, and maybe some of you will like resonate in it some way. Because then I took that and I started to like kind of shit talk myself to myself, which I do a lot. Because I was like, oh, like, you know, you don't do anything interesting, like you barely leave your house, like most people would have like, you know, I don't know, would be like meeting up with people during the week and like showing all their fun stuff, and like not even in a vlog way. Like I was just thinking and projecting those feelings onto this video, but like I'm not talking about like comparing myself to other like vloggers, because I actually don't do that. Like I'm actually pretty good, like I've never been a big like comparing myself to people online person. I've never put that much weight. I think it could be my age. Like I think people younger than me, because they maybe had like Instagram when they were teenagers. I didn't have Instagram when I was a teenager. I did have social media, but like it was just used so differently, you know. I think a lot of people who watch my channel are in and around the same age as me, or at least they're like 26 up. And I think, yeah, about like, I mean, although if you're 26, anyway, what I mean is that I never was a big one to like, I'm not a big comparer to myself to people online, like even with like how I look or whatever. Obviously sometimes I see like gorgeous people and I'm like, oh god, imagine. But like I'm never really like, I don't really internalize that. I do internalize some things though, and what I do often internalize is like other people like kind of being really social, or being able to like, I just feel like some people find it so much easier to be like really social, or like to have like huge groups of friends. Anyway, I kind of internalize like from what I see online is like I internalize like people's like social lives and people's creativity. I internalize a lot, and like when I say internalize, I mean that like I'll take their like abundant creativity or their abundant social lives and like compare my life directly to it, and that's what starts like a lot of like self-loathing with me. And like I'm not looking for pity, I'm just kind of talking this through because like, I mean, I have therapy tomorrow and I talk about this with my therapist as well, and he's helped me a lot with it. Because like for a while, like I was going to him being like, I just feel like I'm a terrible person, and I feel like everyone hates me. Like that's my big thing, is that like all my friends secretly hate me and that they all can't wait to get rid of me, and that when I'm like not with them, or if I don't go somewhere, even though like my friends are so separate now, like they're like, my friends are like, I've got like New York friends and then I've got like some Dublin friends, but they're all kind of separate entities. Anyway, I think because I obviously lost like a group of, I guess, friends or acquaintances, or I think I thought I was in a group of people and then I wasn't, and because I always have that fear of like everyone hates me, losing friends, not because like I think that it's that everyone hates me, but like losing friends then makes me like, it almost like confirm something in my like negative subconscious, like the part of me that is really hard on myself, and the part of me that is really like not self-deprecating, but like, I mean, I guess self-deprecating to an extent, like that part of me, it's almost like, haha, told you, like everyone did hate you and everyone was like dying to get rid of you, and like the first chance that could happen, it happened, and you are a bad person. So like I think that this week, I don't know if like, it's not that I'm struggling with that, like obviously it's been a process in and of itself. I think I was editing this video, doesn't matter when, I think it was last week actually, I was editing the other video, and I thought I was editing it on Final Cut Pro, but I was editing it on iMovie, and I opened Final Cut Pro, and I actually like, the idea of starting a YouTube to me came in I think it was July, and that kind of appealed to me because I was like, you know, I don't do like a public podcast yet. Like I am going to start bringing Red Room public to an extent in the new year. I'm planning that now. But like I kind of think of these vlogs kind of as like my public podcast, because like I'm not a vlogger as in like, wow, like David Dobrik, like we're pulling pranks and we're buying like I'm not like that. I'm more just like me talking in different situations or like me showing my food or just like living my life, and like with maybe some monologues like this in it when it strikes me. So yeah, like that's kind of my public outlet, and I thought of that, sorry, that's where I was going. I thought of doing that this is why I don't off the cuff podcast, because like I'll go on tangents and not remember. I have to have notes, but I don't have notes for these. I made a vlog. I vlogged all of July. I wasn't on social media at the time. And I did like a video diary, and I watched some of it yesterday, or not yesterday, I keep saying yesterday. I watched some of it when I found it, like just a little bit. I kind of skipped through it. Extremely raw. Like honestly, I remember filming it and trying to edit it and being like, it's just not really what I want to put out on the internet, in the sense of like it's so vulnerable and so like just emotional, and like I think I was in I was kind of not like, I don't think negative headspace is the right term, because like I wasn't feeling like venomous or anything, but I was feeling very vulnerable and really like in panic mode, almost in like survival mode. Like I can't really remember a lot of that month particularly until we went to Ibiza. Like June, July, very, very blurry for me, for a few reasons. But yeah, like it's funny, when I found that I was like, God, and that kind of made me like, I internalized that in a good way, because I was like, okay, I've come a long way. I'm not like so fucking fragile anymore. But like I did kind of still feel like a weird like connection to that person, in the sense that I'm like, damn, like that was like a big turning point in your life, and like yeah, I probably do have less friends now. Well, like I obviously do, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna sit here on YouTube and pretend that, you know what I mean? Like I hate that when people like pretend that nothing's changed or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know what the point of this like whole little spiel was, if I'm honest. Well, my point is that like because I've like it's funny how the mind spirals, right? Like because I felt like slightly creatively stunted, I then started to like be like, okay, so what can I film this week? And then I was editing, and I was like, it's not that I thought it was boring, like I actually still enjoyed what I did film, but then I was like, oh God, like are we running out? Like, you know, is this really all we have to offer? And then I start to be like, this is all you have to offer, because like you're a loser, and like you don't have the same things to show people that other people do, and the reason that they have those things is because they have this like abundant social life. And like, even though like I'm happy with my life, like I'm so happy, I always wonder, are certain minds like wired differently? Like is your mind wired more toward going to the negative, or is your mind more toward going to the positive? Because I don't think there's like negative and positive people, because I don't think anyone is inherently like, ha, like some people are for sure, but like I think they also have negative thoughts. But I think that like, I guess what I mean is like, are you a pessimist or an optimist? And I do feel that I'm kind of naturally wired to be a pessimist, which is what it is, you know. And I think by acknowledging that, I can help like change that. Like I don't think I'll ever be like this super optimistic person, but I do think that like I can kind of clock myself when I'm being like pessimistic to like an extent where it's like not fun, you know. And it depends on my mindset. But like, what do you guys think? Like I would just wonder, like, because I've definitely met people who just like always see the good in everything, and I just feel that I can sometimes see the bad in a lot of things. And that's not to say that I'm like super, I don't think I'm a negative person. I really don't. I think that my pessimism, I can sometimes justify it as being like realistic, but like I think sometimes you have to have optimism, even if it is kind of like ignorant optimism, to the point where like you're like, why would you be optimistic about this? Like you don't know what's going to happen in the future, but like it helps to have that kind of mindset sometimes. Anyway, speaking of having no friends, I'm going to dinner with two of my friends tonight. Myself and Evan. We're going to dinner with our friends Dave and Fiona, so that'll be nice. I guess I probably haven't seen, like obviously when we were away, it was like very social, and I think it can be a little bit of a like introvert downer. I can get them a lot, where if I've had what I would consider, a lot of people would consider, but if I've considered it a very social time, it can take me, it's almost like I have a bit of a come down where I'm like, so yeah. Anyway, going to dinner tonight. I probably won't show it because like awkward, but we'll see where else this vlog takes us. Who fucking knows. Just got a very exciting delivery. So excited to show you this. So last week me and Ev went to Harvey Norman's because we had to buy a new bed. Our bed's shit, so we were like, let's fuck it, we're gonna buy a new bed, new mattress, full shebang. And then in the corner of my eye, when we were walking around the furniture bit, we both stopped at this console table because we wanted a console table for the hall for ages. And I was like, that's so cool. And it's solid marble. And instead of costing, it was on sale originally for €950, but we bought the display and it was €190. Let me show you. How cute is that? I just have a little lamp and a vase on it. I'm gonna maybe get some, I don't know, maybe a few dried flowers. Rachel actually just threw out a load of dried flowers, but I think that is so pretty. And just it looks nice under. These are Evan's friend is a photographer, Tony Kelly. He's an amazing Irish photographer, works and lives in LA. And these are posters that he got from his exhibition in Vienna that Ev went to. So then we have this table. I'm delighted. We needed something for this space, and I'm gonna get like something just to put our keys on. There's a few scratches and stuff on it, like here, but like I really don't care. And you can also, like, because it's marble, you can get it polished. That's why I kind of prefer buying like secondhand furniture. Like my coffee table that I'll show you now in a second. Like I'd prefer to pay a lot less and it already have a few flaws than like pay through my ass for something and then probably chip it myself and feel really bad like the car. You know what I mean? So like even our table, our coffee table is really gorgeous. I bought that off on adverts off this like couple. They kind of sell a lot of stuff, and they were like, we bought this in Arnott's in like 2001 for $1,000. That's so much money for 20 years ago, first of all. And then I bought it from them for €150. What do I give a fuck if there's like a tiny scratch on it? Anyway, delighted with that. Hello, I'm in town. I've got therapy at 10. It's 10 to 10, so I'm doing that awkward thing where you like sit at a restaurant and hope they don't come out and take your order. I've got like 10 minutes to go, then I'm going to go train with my friend Fiona. I haven't trained with her in ages and haven't actually done any weight training since before Mexico, other than like a bit in boxing. So like I'm kind of dreading that. Like I'm probably going to be quite sore. Fiona always is. She does tough sessions, but they're good. We actually were out for dinner last night, which was so nice. And Cape Greco, I think we showed it before. I showed it before. Me and Ev went there. It's a Greek restaurant in Malahide. It's so good. You know what? Therapy for me lately has been kind of a strange one because like it's weird, right? So the first few months in therapy, I was like bawling non-stop. Every single session was like unconsolable, heaving, crying. And now I don't get that anymore. And like my therapist did say to me, he's like, you know, that's normal. Like when you come to therapy first, like kind of everything comes up and then it's like a boiling point, it overflows, and then when it comes back down to a simmer, we can actually start talking about it. But it's funny because I think I'm so used to in therapy like crying and being like quite upset or like things being really hard to talk about. I associate that with like a good therapy session, whereas like now I'm going into therapy and it's way more calm and I'm able to like regulate my emotions way more, which is obviously progress. But now in my head I'm like, oh, therapy's not that great anymore, like therapy's not like doing much for me anymore. But I think I need to like rewire my brain a bit about it because like I do feel better after doing it. Anyway, it's about time, so I better go in. Hi guys, so I wanted to not leave you on a downer because like I was just editing my video, this video, and I was like the other day, like, I mean, totally I was feeling that way, but I just didn't want to like leave it of me being on a downer. And I know I didn't update you after therapy. I went to therapy, which was great. Didn't talk about any of that stuff, talked about different stuff, but it kind of just gave me perspective where I was like I was obviously talking about being negative. I don't think I was being negative though. I don't think I was really like, I hate the word negative. It's kind of like used too much, I think. Like I was feeling down and I was feeling a bit like hard on myself, but then I was like, this could be something that people could connect with. Anyway, feeling much better now. Obviously went out for dinner on that night, which really helped, and like that was like, oh, this is so fun. But then the next day, so last night all the clubs were open, and like I was being sent like all these videos of like coppers with like queues of people going in the street, and like there was loads of nights on, and like I was like, oh, like I was so happy for all the like younger people, because I was like this is what they deserve. Like I was just, I don't know, I just felt so happy for them, because like I got to do all of that when I was younger, and then it clicked in my head. I was like, I'm just getting older. Like, I'm not a fucking loser. I just am old. Like, I've just done that. I've done clubbing. I've done it. I've completed it. Doesn't mean I'll never do it again. Like, maybe once a year I'll be like, woo! But like, I've completed that, and that's okay. And just like, it's okay for any other 30-something-year-old who still loves to do that. But it's like, for me, it's like when you finish like a video game or a book or something, and you're like, it was an amazing book, or like such a fun video game, or whatever the fuck, but like I completed it. Like, I don't, some of them you will replay, but some of them you're just like, no, like that's done, you know, that way. Like The Sims, never done. Zelda, you've kind of done it. You don't really want to go back, you know. So that's how I kind of feel now. I'm just like, oh, like, it's like, and also like when you're younger, you just see your friends more often. Like you just have less going on. They have less going on. And I'm self-employed. Like, I don't have any fucking colleagues. Like, I used to be, like, when I worked in like town or in any jobs that I've had, like, I was God non-stop, you know. Anyway, I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm just like, you know, speaking it out. Anyway, oh, I also wanted to show you these new trousers that I got. Can you see them? Like, it's very hard to show. I said this in one of my videos before, but like, I just don't know how to show my clothes. But these trousers, I just thought I'd update you on them, because they were in my saved, you know, like your ASOS saved. Like, I don't really have much in there, but I did have these in there for about 6 months, and they kept selling out, and I got them, and they're so comfortable. I think they're called like oatmeal linen trousers, and I feel like kind of like an 80s or 90s dad in them. Like, I think I've realized that I just like to dress kind of not masculine, but I don't like really like that girly clothes. And whenever I wear really girly clothes, I feel like I'm in costume, unless I'm on holidays and in a dress. Then I can kind of, I'm fine with that. But like day to day, like, I'm not wearing dresses. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you could subscribe, that would actually kind of help. Like, I don't really get that many. I have like loads of people who watch, but like not that many people subscribe. So just subscribe. Like, I'm not gonna ever probably upload more than once a week, so it's not gonna be like annoying, you know, that way. But yeah, see y'all later.